Now, I hope that we can all agree for the most part that as dividend investors that hope to earn income every single week, month, or quarter, one of the worst things that we come across is buying into either a dividend stock or ETF that offers high income potential, but decays over time significantly, making the entire investment not even worth it in the first place. Now, this is why I often say that most high yielding dividend ETFs across the market are not worth buying into just because the underlyings are not solid enough in my opinion. And if they lack performance, the high yielding ETF or ultra high yielding ETF is going to decay like crazy over time, which is what we've seen hundreds of different ETFs do over time. So in this video, I'm going to make it very, very simple. I'm going to give you a massive comprehensive list of some of the best high yielding dividend ETFs across the entire market, all of them that offer a large amount of income generation from day one, but with not a single touch of NAV decay since inception. Yes, every single one of these ETFs are up on the max time frame as far as price performance goes, not to mention the total returns that each of these have been pretty outstanding. Later on towards the end of the video, I'm also going to give you my number one pick across all these names in my humble opinion. So if you want to see 15 different ETFs that all offer income and offer zero NAV decay, well then make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker that I'm constantly using here on the channel has also helped so many investors stay on track and allow them to see their dividend income in real time. Well, today I have another treat for you guys. I'm not only going to offer you my A to Z dividend investing ebook and the custom dividend tracker, but also just for a short limited time, I'm going to be adding in my brand new weekly dividend blueprint ebook to show you how you can get started with weekly dividend ETFs and add this into your investing strategy. This offer is not going to last long, so go ahead and click the first link down below in my description, and you're going to get both ebooks and the custom dividend tracker bundle. But like I said, please act fast because this won't be around for long. Now let's get back into the video. Just to prove it to you guys, I'm going to share with you every single one of the ETF's price return on the max time frame, starting off with the JP Morgan Nasdaq Equity Premium Income ETF JEPQ, which has paid tons of income since inception and is actually up as far as price performance goes over 13% on the max time frame. Now, JEPQ is a high income ETF that offers around a 10 or 11% historical yield if you go back far enough, offers you exposure to the Nasdaq 100, which has been a great performer since inception. JEPQ has been sort of the gold standard when it comes to high income ETFs in many dividend investors' point of view because it's not only paid anywhere from say 40 cents, 50 cents, even 60 cents per share per month, but also like I showed you a second ago has not decayed whatsoever over time. JEPQ has been in my portfolios for years now. I still hold on to a large amount of it. It's not my favorite across all other ETFs as of right now, but JEPQ still has been a massive winner long term. Number two, the next name that has not offered any decay but also offered high income since day one is the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF or JEPI. JEPI in the max time frame is up around 14-15% just as far as price return goes. And JEPI offers large cap equity exposure through a high income strategy. JEPI is a little bit lower yield because some of the names inside the portfolio aren't as high a beta. But JEPI historically has offered investors, depending on what time frame you're looking at, 8 to 9% yield. And like I shared with you a second ago, has actually grown over time. JEPI has also been in my portfolio for a very long time. One of the few original high income ETFs that became very, very popular years ago. Number three, the iShares Advantage Large Cap Income ETF or BALI. This ETF also offers large cap equity exposure through a high income strategy and it's up around 25% on the max time frame just as far as price goes. Now, I think it's worth mentioning that if you guys want to see me do a deep dive, a deeper analysis on any of these names, that's all I talk about here on my channel. So check out some other videos. But in this video, I want to give you guys just the entire list so then you can do your own research and figure out which of these names offer exactly what you're looking for. But like I mentioned, this ETF offers large cap equity exposure. It's grown over time in price. And as far as yield goes, I think it offers around an 8 or 9% yield. BALI is honestly sort of a slept on large cap income ETF. I don't really see that many investors talk about it, but it is in my portfolio. I think I just have a few shares of it and it's been doing great so far. Another great ETF is iSpy. Another sort of slept on one. Don't hear about this one as much either. This is the ProShares S&P 500 high income ETF on the max time frame. As you can see, just as far as price return goes, no decay. It's up almost 9% just as far as price goes. Now, iSpy is an ETF that's offering you the potential for S&P 500 total returns over the long term and offers almost a 12% distribution rate. So we are getting into higher and higher yield territory here. And also, as the video goes on, we're going to talk about some very, very high yielders that also have offered no decay. The next high yielding ETF that offers no decay up around 14-15% on the max time frame is one of my newer favorites, QDBO, the Amplify CWP Growth and Income ETF. This ETF is awesome because it offers sort of a hybrid approach. It offers exposure to some high growth names like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple, Alphabet, for example, but it also offers a high amount of income generation. As of right now, the distribution rate is around 9%. Monthly income with some exposure to some growth names. QDBO has become one of my favorites if I want this type of exposure in my long-term portfolio. Now, the next one is actually my favorite. This is my top pick just because I like what this ETF offers. I've said this tons of times on my channel, but as of right now, SPYI, the NEO's S&P 500 high income ETF, which is up around 5-6% on the max time frame and offers high income generation around 12%. The income is very tax friendly because of tons of ROC. SPYI offers S&P 500 exposure. The really high income strategy offers very steady monthly distributions of around 50 cents per share, more or less. Another one that's offered no decay, the NEO's NASDAQ 100 high income ETF, QQQY, up around 5-5.5% on the max time frame. This ETF has become very popular as of recent, also offering NASDAQ 100 high income exposure. This ETF historically is offered around 60 cents per share per month and offers almost 15% distribution rate. Two others that offer a lot more upside, maybe not as much income as some others, but GPIQ, the Goldman Sachs NASDAQ 100 Premium Income ETF, also offering NASDAQ 100 high income exposure. This one's up around 31% on the max time frame, just as far as price return goes. GPIQ also offers sort of a dynamic hybrid approach, just because this ETF dynamically sells call options, allowing for some upside when the NASDAQ moves up, which historically it definitely has. GPIQ's brother or sister, GPIX, is also up around 40% as far as price return goes on the max time frame. GPIQ, I forgot to mention, offers around a 10% yield. This ETF offers around an 8% yield, but also offers a ton of upside because of the strategy. These two ETFs, GPIQ and GPIX, are quickly becoming two of my favorites for that index exposure through a high income strategy. Another ETF that offers no decay and some high income exposure, one I haven't really looked into all that much in a while, is IQQQ, the ProShares NASDAQ 100 high income ETF. It's up slightly in the max time frame, no decay, still up almost 3%. This ETF offers NASDAQ 100 high income exposure, target high income and NASDAQ 100 returns over the long term, all in one ETF. As far as distributions go, we're talking 13-14%, so you are getting some higher yield here. Not one of my favorites across the entire list, but still an ETF that offers high income, around 13-14% and zero decay on the max time frame. Now we're going to get into some funner names. These names are ultra high yield, at least some of them. The YieldMax PLTR, Option Income Strategy ETF. This ETF is up around 16.5%. And offers exposure to Palantir, of course, offering a 160% distribution rate. A few more to go through. BTCI, the NEO's Bitcoin high income ETF, one of my favorites, is up around 3% in the max time frame and offers Bitcoin high income exposure. And especially as of recently, I've been talking about this one a lot on my channel. This is also on my daily buy list. 28% distribution rate for this one, so you are getting some massive high income potential with this one. Next, we have Biddy, the amplified Bitcoin 2% monthly option income strategy ETF, also up around 15.5% on the max time frame. Zero decay with this one and around 25% distribution rate. Pretty consistent distributions as of so far. This ETF also offers you Bitcoin exposure through a high income strategy. The next one is one of my newer favorites. I've been talking about this one also a lot because I do want to have some more Magnificent 7 exposure in my long-term portfolio. We have the Roundtail Mag 7 covered call ETF, which is up around 6.2% on the max time frame. Maggie offers Mag 7 exposure through a high income strategy. The distribution rate is massive, 35%. It pays out weekly distributions at that. This name has quickly become one of my favorites. A little bit higher risk, of course, because Mag 7 is more volatile than some other potential baskets of stocks, but this one is one of my newer favorites. Now, last but not least, number 15 is the Amplified Bitcoin Max Income Covered Call ETF. If you made it through the entire list with me, definitely subscribe to my channel and drop a like down below. But this ETF has a max income focus. Baggy seeks 30-60% annualized option premium and Bitcoin price appreciation potential up to 5% each week. So now that I share with you guys some of my favorite high yield or ultra high yielding ETFs across the entire market that offer high income generation from day one, but like I showed you guys, also have not decayed whatsoever since inception, I hope I gave you guys some new ideas to look into, research on your own, and figure out if any of these match what you're looking for. All to say before you go, definitely comment down below which of these names are your number one favorite across the entire market that offer no decay and high income generation from day one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like in it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.